Okay, hello everyone, and welcome back to Return to Bloodborne. Since the last episode, well, I wasn't really in the mood to go farming. I'm recording this straight after the previous episode, so instead I went back to the Hunter's Dream and used some consumable souls to purchase more blood vials, even though I only got 8, so this is not gonna get me too many sort of like chances, but whatever. Hopefully I'll do better at Ludwig. I do have 18,000 souls here though. So just in case, I'll equip my bolt hunters. Don't need the Molotov, and I think I'll switch out to fire paper and use one. Let's see how this goes now. Come on, come on. I'm right there. I'm right on top of it. There we go. I don't know how much. Doesn't look like it's adding a lot of damage, to be honest with you. 370 versus... I think I was doing like 318 before or something. So it's not adding a huge amount of damage. I would like to at least get to the second phase of this fight. That's the attack I can't avoid. Still gets me every single time. It has a weird hitbox as well. Okay, I'll stop wasting fire paper because honestly it's not adding that much damage. So yeah, I still find this guy really hard. Like I said at the end of the previous episode, I think I'll just make a go in and warp out type of deal. I can put those 18,000 blood echoes to better use. So yeah, I wonder how I'll do against the other bosses in the DLC here, but I don't know. Probably the Orphan of Cause is gonna cause me some trouble, but man, this guy is still kind of a dick. In that, I would say that, of course, the living failures are pretty easy, but honestly, while I died a lot to Maria, I kind of had her figured out. Like, Maria, I think, is she's one of my favorite boss fights in this game. Okay, I don't care about getting hit. Okay, doesn't work. Thought that would give me just enough time. There we go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I think Maria is, aside from being one of my favorite boss fights in this game, I think it's also very fair. Orphan of Cause, I think less so. Orphan of Cause, I think, does have some bullshit elements, even though I still like the fight as well. But we're not even close to getting there. In fact, what I think I'm going to do after I make this run back to the Hunter's Dream is I'll start cutting out my tries here, because don't want it to get boring. What I really wanted to see here, does this? That actually looks pretty good. I don't really like this. A bit too Leatherface-like for me, that front apron. There was something I wanted to check out. Aside from all these things here. And that is... Oh, the Canehurst. Yeah, it's expensive. The thing about the Canehurst stuff is it has very solid defense. So... How much does it cost? Like 44,000 or something ridiculous like that? 44,000. Holy shit. Because I was kind of a little bit tempted to buy it. Let's buy 10 more. But it's too expensive. Yeah, I think Henrik still has overall pretty solid... Wait. With the normal hunter set actually has better defense? Huh. Oh no, no it doesn't. Well, a little bit. Alright, so enough screwing around. I'll show one more attempt at Ludwig, I think. And then it's time to start cutting out these attempts, because I imagine he's gonna take a while. Haven't even gotten to the second phase yet, so that's where we are right now. I would like to at least get to. I actually think the second phase is easier. He's a little bit more... Well, he's easier to dodge, that's the main thing. I still don't know how to dodge that huge claw swipe thing that he does. And then that's the attack that gets me every single time. I'm killing her every single time because... Oh no, it was this thing. Yeah. Of course, I'm such an idiot. That's the thing that drops blood vials. Yeah, you can kill that guy and yeah, okay, we don't need to go farming. Unless I use up more than 4 or 5 blood vials per attempt, I'm gonna be fine. Yeah, I forgot that it's not the witch that drops it. What the... Ugh, come on. Already, this is pretty much already, I think, a bad start. When you think about it. Yeah, 336 versus 370. I don't think it's worth burning a fire paper for that. It's pretty much only one hit per, like, me getting in. Use that rally. Even though this weapon has a really low rally potential. Now, I don't think this is one of those bosses that you can, like, hurt his limbs. Oh shit, that's... What the hell was that? Oh, he did the kick. I don't think I've ever seen that attack. Weird. Well, it's time to start editing. I'll see you guys back when I finally get this guy. Which again, I imagine is gonna be a while. Alright, here we go. Hopefully this is gonna be it. Well, probably not. Still haven't gotten to phase 2 yet, so... Again. My prospects here are not the best, to be honest. Shit, that was stupid heal. I swear that move has a hitbox over like 90% of Ludwig's body. You can outrange that or dodge away from it. This is the attack that tripped me up. Yeah, it's because it's like this weird double claw hit, that attack. Man. Need to get to phase 2 here because this is kind of insane. Again, I think phase 2 is a lot more manageable, personally. Shit. How do I not recognize that attack? He's gonna do it again. No, maybe not. He's doing that a lot. Weird. Thought I had a critical. Shit. Why does everything he does or everything he do take like 3/4 of my life? It's like not even the Orphan of Cause deals that much damage to you. I'm nearly there. Phase 2, I mean. Shit. Tried dodging out. I was accidentally pressing back instead of dodging to the left or right. There are blood vials here. You have a one-time refill of 3 blood vials. There we go. I don't know about this one. It could go either way at this point. Depends on how much I remember this phase. Damn, he's ugly. And I like that he even does like the horse sounds. That's how he laughs. So yeah, he busts out the Moonlight Greatsword. I don't know if this resets you to the start, like your character's position. Don't actually remember. Alright, here we go. Yeah, it does. Okay. I'll heal. So yeah, I mean, you know what the Moonlight Greatsword does. But yeah, he becomes, I think, a lot more predictable in this phase. I still can't fucking avoid him, apparently. That's fast, okay. Still need to readjust to this phase. Because it's been a while since I fought this guy. When did Old Hunters came out? Like September 2015, I think. That's when I last fought this guy. He's doing the AoE. Shit. It's actually quote-unquote one of his best moves. That's the other one. He's also a lot less accurate, I think, in this phase. Yeah, he's dead. Okay. Wow, I didn't think this would be it. It didn't look like it for a while. But yeah, again, phase 2, a lot more manageable. Okay, I'm actually recording. So we get a guidance rune. Which one is the guidance one? I have so many communions. Boosts rally potential, yeah. When Ludwig closed his eyes, he saw darkness, or perhaps nothingness, and this is where he discovered the tiny beings of light. Ludwig was certain that these playful dancing sprites offered guidance and emptied Ludwig of his fears, at least in the midst of a hunt. Now, if you put on one of the church sets and talk to him, you actually get some unique dialogue. Well, yeah, we'll tell him. Make him happy. So yeah, let the man die happy, I think. To be honest, like, even, you know, if you read up on Ludwig, he was actually like a pretty honorable figure in Bloodborne. So, you know, let's give him some respect. And of course you get the Holy Moonlight Sword, an arcane sword discovered long ago by Ludwig. When blue moonlight dances around the sword and it channels the abyssal cosmos, its great blade will hurl a shadowy light wave. The Holy Moonlight Sword is synonymous with Ludwig, the Holy Blade, but few have ever set eyes on the Great Blade, and whatever guidance it has to offer, it seems to be a very private, elusive sword. Very interesting. Like, I honestly don't know like what the deal with the Holy Moonlight Sword is. Maybe it has like some connection to the Great Ones and the Cosmos, but in terms of the weapon, you know what it is. Like, we've all played Souls games. It's the same thing. It actually has a pretty good moveset, if I remember correctly. I've never used it. This is another one of those things where I did my full arcane guide for this game, and then they released the DLC and had like a ton of good arcane weapons and equipment and things like that. So yeah, once again, that's why with Dark Souls 3, I'll wait until all the DLC is released before making the rest of the ultimate guides. Let's take this set off because we're not exactly the most fashionable here. All right. Don't know how much exactly I have to cut out, but we can definitely continue for a while. I'll spend the rest of it on this because Ludwig took up a lot of these blood vials. Underground corpse pile. That's where we're going. So yeah, that was Ludwig. Of course, he sort of was imprisoned in this nightmare when he started turning into a beast. At least that's what I think the deal is with Ludwig. The church, of course, I think didn't want basically the people, because Ludwig is kind of like a heroic figure. Oh, you're still alive? Yeah, you can kill him. You can do this if you don't have a church set. And this guy, this is an NPC actually. You can talk to him if he survives the battle, which is very luck based. But yeah, I think that's what the deal is. That's why they put him inside this nightmare, because they didn't want to. This is the place that holds the church's deepest, darkest secrets. So it would only make sense. This guy is kind of the same deal as well. We'll talk about him later. Who this guy is. And what he's doing here. He's actually sort of important. Yeah, you want to take care of Mr. Blunderbuss asshole here. You can't parry with this. Oh, shit. Like, nah. It doesn't wind up quickly enough. This is not a weapon you can parry with. Guess it falls in the same category as like the flamethrower and the other one. The other thing that's not a flamethrower but basically is. This is who was talking earlier. I think, yeah, that's... I think if you answer yes, that's when he starts invading you, I think. He's basically the what you call it, the forlorn of old hunters, and that he invades you in a bunch of places just to fuck up your day. This is an interesting piece of equipment, Fist of Gratia or Gratia, whatever. The hulking hunter woman, Simple Gratia, ever hopeless when handling hunter firearms, preferred to knock the lights out of beasts with this hunk of iron, which incidentally caused heavy stagger. Gratia was a fearsome hunter, and to onlookers, her unrelenting plummeting appeared oddly heroic. No wonder this weapon later assumed her name. Yeah, it's basically a piece of metal, and you can punch the shit out of beasts. And it does, I think, stagger. Don't know if it's actually like worth a damn in PvP. And now we have one of my other hated segments from this DLC coming up. The second church, or the second Grand Cathedral. Um, as you can see, there are bats here. It's almost like this place was like a triage or a hospital when the beast scourge began. There's a bloodstone chunk here. Wonder if I can now upgrade my weapon, but the problem is these two bitches right here. There's one. The other one is hiding out somewhere. These are some of the most annoying NPCs in the game, which is saying a lot. There she is. One of them has the sword with, I swear, is with fucking infinite stamina. The other one has the Black Sky Eye, which is a new spell. And don't know what her weapon is. Not the cost parasite, but I don't know. But this is the one that's the problem. I swear she has infinite stamina. They don't heal, luckily. It's one saving grace, and they don't respawn either. But damn, it's satisfying to blast her with a Gatling gun. Oh, she has the repeating pistol as well. But yeah, I swear... Oh shit, they do a lot of damage as well. I swear... So yeah. Oh no, she does have the threaded cane. This encounter is awful. I swear I spent more time here on my first playthrough here than on fucking Ludwig. You can... I think you can run past them, but there are things here. Things down here that you kind of want. Again, they don't respawn, so... Oh, hey there, Simon. Yeah, he appears. Yeah, that's why I kind of told him a lie. Basically because of what Simon says. That is what we're gonna be doing. And that someone who wants to keep the secrets hidden here is basically the church. Yeah, unfortunately, this guy kind of mutters his lines every single time you come through here, so whatever. I'll try killing the spellcaster first. This is the thing, you don't really have a good option here, because if you go for the spellcaster, you constantly have to dodge the sword one. And you saw what happened in the previous attempt. Why going for the sword one is not the best solution either. Maybe this will work. Just because she has less HP. But she is slippery, as you can see. Stop. Oh, shit. I don't know how I survived that. My luck once again. That has just enough delay on it, that spell, to trip you up. And of course, unlike every player, she gets infinite castings of that. Like, she doesn't run out of Quicksilver bullets. Okay, she's nearly dead. Oh yeah? I can Gatling gun the fuck out of you, actually. Come on, die! There we go. I killed something. I killed an NPC with a Gatling gun. That was super satisfying. I still have like a take 200 blood bullets. So, oh, can I get you? No, you. Okay. I wanted to see if I could get her stuck there, but the NPCs are a little bit smarter than that. Of course. Wonderful collision detection. That's not gonna work. The whip version. But yeah, this NPC can... I've seen it on my first playthrough. Can literally do a charged R2 attack, dodge twice, do the transformation attack, and then R1 you 3 more times. So in terms of stamina, 0 fucks are given by this character. So you gotta be really, really careful. Actually doing fairly well here. I see these dodges too, like, it's ridiculous. Apparently you can just like strafe the Gatling gun, but it's just satisfying to shoot it. Like, maybe you need to be a little bit, yeah. I'm just worried about, that's why I'm being so quiet, because I'm worried about at this point being comboed to death, essentially. And I need to scratch my head as well. Not a good time to be happening. Yeah, that's really satisfying. The Gatling gun the fuck out of someone. You'd think it would do more damage, but whatever. Again, the resources needed to kill these two are insane. Like, this might very well be its own boss battle or something. I'm gonna kill you with the Gatling gun as well. Fuck you. I still don't have a good taunt, but yeah. Got a madman's knowledge, and this is a great one's wisdom, I think. Yeah. And that's about it. We managed to use up all our resources. And this altar is where we need to insert the eye pendant. And it's going to take us up to another section of the nightmare. So yeah, you're giving this thing's eye back, essentially. And up we go. This, of course, isn't how it is in real life, because you'd end up where Ebrietas is. But, you know, this is a nightmare. Things are a little different. I think these are either places that were drawn into the nightmare, which we know can happen, or these are places that are kind of a reflection of what they looked like in real life. So this is the research hall, which is exactly what it is, where the healing church in its early days conducted research. I think lore-wise, it is implied that all of this, like the research hall and later on the place we'll get to, all took place before the choir even formed. I think even before there was a split between the church itself and the School of Mensis. So essentially, throughout this DLC, we are sort of traveling back in time and seeing, quote unquote, the origins of not only the beast curse, but all of the fucked up stuff that goes on with the healing church, which we'll talk about more. But if you go back now to the underground corpse pile, we can pick something up. And I think this is after this is where I'm gonna wrap it up. Even though I don't know how much I have to cut out. I think 3 attempts. 3 Ludwig attempts that I have to cut out. Something like that. But yeah. Research Hall is actually an area I really like, because, as I said many times before, it has that classic gothic horror atmosphere. So yeah, coming back here, you get a new item. And this item is Lawrence's skull. And if you pull the lever, we'll read Lawrence's skull in a bit. See, they do this trick. They did it in Dark Souls 2 as well, where they trick you with the double elevators. Yeah. FromSoft likes doing that. Get a treasure chest. The thing we get is the church cannon, which I don't have the strength for. I think... Oh no, I don't have the blood tinge for. An oversized weapon used by the healing church, a type of cannon that fires with a curved trajectory and creates an explosion upon impact. Originally designed for use by brawny men with deteriorated brains, not for just any ordinary hunter. But the man lacked the wits to effectively operate firearms, and the weapon was quietly ushered into permanent storage. Until we found it. But that's just like kind of like just like a little detail there. I think I'm not sure how it rates compared to the normal cannon, but this is Lawrence's skull. Skull of Lawrence, first vicar of the healing church. In reality, he became the first cleric beast, and his human skull only exists within the nightmare. The skull is a symbol of Lawrence's past and what he failed to protect. He is destined to seek his skull, but even if he found it, it could never restore his memories. Kind of like the pendant and Manus. But the interesting thing is, like, we saw Lawrence's skull in the real world. It's in the healing church, or the Grand Cathedral after Vicar Emilia. That is Lawrence's skull. So it's kind of interesting how he... I guess maybe his desire to be normal created the human skull in the nightmare. Because that thing in the church is Lawrence. That flaming cleric beast is kind of the nightmare version of Lawrence. Kind of just like how we find out that, you know, things that are dead in the real world can be still alive in the dreams. Like the same thing with Mikolash. Like Mikolash is dead in the real world, but he still exists in the nightmare. Well, that's the same thing with Lawrence and maybe Ludwig as well. But that is different to how we get to the nightmares, because we are actually transported into the nightmares. Because we are hunters, I guess. That's the distinction. Like only hunters can enter the nightmare physically. I don't know, just speculation. But that is going to wrap up this episode of Bloodborne here. I don't know why I'm pacing around like an idiot. I'm going to wrap it up here. This was actually a lot more successful. I thought this was going to be spent all on Ludwig, but it wasn't, and I'm happy about that. Thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this episode, and goodbye.